everyone, it's Amanda here with Moses and Me Card Company. Today I thought I would show you 6 more cards I created using the Simon Says Stamp March 2020 card kit called Stronger Together. I'm still waiting for my April kit, so just wanted to get some more cards created with this card kit. I took a Simon Says Stamp border wafer die that I have. It's called the Scallop Border Thinks die. And mounted that panel. I cut that out of some of the pattern paper from the card kit and just mounted that on some fun foam so that that panel has a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to mount that on some of the lavender cardstock that we got in the kit. I'm just trying to get my little A piece in there so I can complete that letter. And I also, let's see here, I also used my Simon Says Stamp tiny word sentiments to kind of give just an additional sentiment. It says, "You're so amazing. Thanks." And then I also took some flickering butterflies that I have. This is a Simon Says Stamp die called Flickering Butterflies. And I cut those out of that glitter purple cardstock that we got in the kit and just glued those across the card. And there you have card number 1. Usually I struggle cutting up pattern or the specialty cardstock. It's always so pretty. And you can see it's got a little bit of dimension there. Now for card number 2, I took the negative pieces from that Thanks and of course took some more of the pattern paper from the card kit and just trying to use up scraps here. So the pattern paper I end up using is the pattern paper that the Thanks is die cut out of. And then I use my Spellbinders. This is the Spellbinders Everyday Sentiments 2 to add some foiling. I added a bunch, which is going to be right underneath that Thanks. And then a strip of the pattern paper with some more of that glitter cardstock. And then I'm taking the flowers that are in the stamp set, and I'm just going to heat emboss those with some white embossing powder. The foil I used is a really pretty silver foil that's got kind of an aurora color to it, so it picks up the colors around it really nicely. So it's kind of like a purpley pink looking when it's kind of on this card, which is real pretty. And I just put some doodlebug. I took some doodlebug hearts here and just put them alongside that foiled sentiment, just so it kind of draws your eye down there and it doesn't get lost. It's just a very subtle card. It's pretty though. It's just lots of purples and pinks and softer colors. Now I'm going to take this panel and I'm going to mount it on some more fun foam. I don't know about you guys. I find that that's more economical for me is to use fun foam when I can. I have a tendency to want to cover every piece in like foam tape if I use it. This kind of is I think easier than doing that. But I will use foam tape as well. And then I'm just going to mount this panel on top of some more of the lavender cardstock that we got in the card kit. And then I'm going to take some purple gems that I have in my stash and just kind of sprinkle those around the flower. And that will be card number 1, or card number 2 rather. So there you have Thanks a bunch. Now for card number 3 and 4, I used my Simon Says Stamp grid frame. And of course, when I took two pieces of pattern paper and cut out the frame. So naturally, I get to make two cards out of it. And I mounted the edge piece of that on some fun foam, or not fun foam, but some foam tape rather. And I also cut out the hello from the mint cardstock. I foiled actually a sentiment using that Spellbinders everyday sentiments that I have, and then I took some love from Lizzie peel off, and created a gold border frame just on an inside panel, so that kind of draws your eye in as well, and just gives you some more gold in the design. And then I'm also going to take a butterfly die that I have from Lawn Fawn, and this is called the mini pop-up butterflies, and I die cut that out of some gold cardstock and then some vellum that I have on hand, and just add that to that card. And I also put some gold gems on it, but you don't see that till the end. So there is that card complete, and of course I have my second card, which I used some watercolor from the pencils we got in the kit, and that's a stamp obviously that we got from the kit, and the tiny words die or stamp set, and just some orange gemstones there to kind of pull out the orange from those flowers. So that was kind of pretty. And then for the last two cards I created, I used my Simon Says Stamp Frames wafer die, and cut out two pieces of cardstock and two pieces of pattern paper, and then I've got some specialty cardstock. One is a gold specialty cardstock, and one is a really pretty flat silver cardstock. And I'm just kind of deciding which pieces I want to use with which pattern papers, just kind of laying that out there. So then I went ahead and die cut the hello. So on the first card I used the flat silver cardstock that I have, and die cut out of the hello that we got in the card kit, and of course added another foiled sentiment there, and mounted the edge of the frame on some foam tape rather, and added a bird that I have in my stash from Memory Box, and that pretty much completed that card. I really like the pattern paper on this one. It just kind of looks like a skyscape to me. And then for card number 2, here you can see I'm using some tape just to put all those pieces together so that I don't have to line them up. And then I'm going to use some more foam tape to give that a little bit of dimension. It worked out really nicely. If you cut your foam tape in two, I have the 3M foam tape, and I just cut the strips in two, and that was like the perfect width to fit behind that frame. And so I'm just mounting the middle part of the card frame first so that I know it's straight. And on this one I used some gold cardstock to cut out the hello, and of course I used gold foil on the sentiment there. And there you have card number 6. And then I will again use that Lawn Fawn mini pop-up butterflies. I'll take the cornflower blue cardstock that we got in the kit, cut those out, and then I'll also add some more vellum on top of that. The vellum that I used is kind of a pearlescent vellum color, so it's also really pretty. And there is card number 6. And so now, just as a review, here are the 6 cards that I created today using the Simon Says Stamp March 2020 card kit called Stronger Together. I just pulled out some more of my watercolors and used some more of the specialty cardstock, and just tried to use up, all the things that I have in my stash, and just trying to keep myself occupied while we are all housebound. But anyway, I hope that this gives you some ideas of some more cards that you can create with this kit. I hope that you enjoyed the video today and liked the cards I created, and just wanted to say I appreciate all of you guys watching and commenting and thumbs upping my videos. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope that you all stay safe, and I will chat with you later and look forward to our next video together. Thanks so much, and I will chat with you all later.